Going on an exchange is like climbing the Great Wall of China. When you start at the very bottom, you feel intimidated by how far you have to go just to reach the first peak. There are crowds surrounding you, and the entire landscape feels strange and unreal. However, you quickly realize that despite the many ups and downs of the wall and the steep steps that seem to need a leap to get up, that the entire experience is worth it for the view and the knowledge. As Mao Zedong says, "He who has not climbed the Great Wall is not a true man." At the start of this year, I travelled to Beijing's Peking University to study Mandarin for a semester. Whilst at Peking University, I studied 3 Chinese language courses: speaking, listening, reading, writing, and audio-visual Chinese, which involved watching a traditional Chinese sitcom and analysing it. I enjoyed how I had class every day except weekends, so I got to practice my Mandarin all the time. Additionally, I found the constant quizzes, tests, we had 7 or so a week, a little difficult to begin with. However, over time, I came to realise the benefit of them. The enrolment/registration takes place almost entirely on one day, where you do your visa/choose your course, have an orientation tour, etc. The rest of the week, there is a sign-on for your elective courses, as you must do at least 18 hours of contact time. You also will have a face-to-face interview in Chinese with your potential Chinese teacher to determine if you're at the right level. During my exchange, I developed a lot of key skills and values, but the biggest skill I developed in Beijing was my Chinese language skills. I learnt so much and had so much time to practice. I think that what I achieved in 6 months in China would have taken over 2 years in Australia. I also learned to be resilient in the face of challenges and how to be understanding of other cultures. This will contribute to my personal and professional development, as I believe that values like resilience, confidence, understanding, and empathy are keys to success in my future. For future students thinking about going on exchange to China, there are a couple core intercultural insights I would share. China does things differently, but this does not necessarily mean it is better or worse. So just try to have an open mind and try not to judge cultural norms and mores before you try them or even fully understand them. For example, when dining in a restaurant, Chinese people generally drink tea, so you'll either be provided with tea or just hot water. In summer, I found this quite hard to drink, but in winter, I quite enjoy drinking a scalding hot cup of water with my fried rice. Additionally, if you have blonde, curly hair, or are tall or have some such feature like this, you will most likely be stared at quite often and asked to take pictures with total strangers. These strangers will even ask to add you on WeChat. Try not to feel uncomfortable or paranoid or be offended. Some people may not have ever seen real blonde hair, particularly in rural communities in China, as China's population is fairly homogeneous in terms of looks. Additionally, many Chinese people consider it good luck to have a photo with a Westerner or even to just be friends with a Westerner on WeChat. Lastly, my biggest tip is to just have a go in China. If the food looks a bit weird and you're not sure exactly what you're ordering from the menu, just try it anyway. It might turn out to be intestine soup, or maybe it will be your new favourite Chinese dish. You can even try out your Chinese and try ask the waiter what a popular dish is at the restaurant. However, probably don't ask them what they personally like, as this will often feel very straightforward and they might feel uncomfortable answering this. Anyway, all of these experiences are just learning opportunities that will increase your employability and your intercultural communication skills. Employers like people that are willing to try new experiences and are enthusiastic and confident enough to make the best of any situation, but are still resilient enough to recover from hard knocks and blows in their life and their chosen industry. So, to recap, my exchange experience was like climbing the Great Wall of China, a life-changing challenge that has given me memories and skills that will equip me for my chosen life.